Open heart, open mind. Welcome to the Sattva channel, the official platform of the Sattva project. I'm Sherabong, the co-founder of the Sattva project.
Myself Samiksha Mishram, and I am from the Sattva Youth. Bringing Dharma to you and preaching Dharma with youth. Sattva Youth is a Buddhist youth program initiated by the Sattva project.
So first of all, before we begin our program today, I would like to, on behalf of the Sattva project, express our thankfulness and gratitude to our StreamYard sponsor and media partner, Durian ASEAN and Durian FM. And not to forget also a very important man behind the scene, our project, our broadcast director today, Brother Ray. Hi Ray, would you like to say hi to everybody?
Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Please like and share this video with more people. If you are watching this later on YouTube, do subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Now back to you.
Thanks, Brother Ray. So today, there will be a meditation for inner peace and emotional healing, guided by Patricia Snider, entitled "Cultivating Inner Peace."
So, before we begin with our guided meditation, let me introduce to you Patricia Snider. She is a certified clinical counselor with the prestigious CCC designation from the Canadian Counseling and Psychotherapy Association and registered clinical counselor with British Columbia Association of Clinical Counselors. She has been a somatic and wellness practitioner for over 30 years. She holds a number of academic qualifications, including MA Counseling, MA Divinity in Pastoral Counseling, um, advisor diplomatic holistic counseling, and graduation diplomatic Buddhist psychotherapy, MA in Buddhist studies. She specializes in mindfulness therapy, certified in MICBT and MBSR, and works with individuals and groups. It's a pleasure to have you, Patricia Snider, in tonight's event. Welcome. So before we begin, we are going to have this session in three slots. First, we are going to have a short talk and then a short meditation, and then we are going to conclude this session with question and answer and short dedication prayer. So now we would like to invite Patricia Snider for her guided meditation session. So now the floor is yours. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to today's talk and meditation. Today's theme is cultivating inner peace or peaceful abiding. Dharma educator Lowell Farrell tells us that peaceful abiding is associated with removing ourselves from the busyness of everyday life into seclusion, solitude, and being still, quiet, and meditating. Stilling the body and mind seemed to be a daunting task amid. Today, I thought it would be beneficial to address the causes of such difficulties and explore some antidotes to them. So first, let's look at the causes of our difficulties. Well, there's the nature of the mind, which on our worst days, and I don't know about you, but for most, our worst day may resemble the mind to be the flight of a flicking flea. And during such days, it's incredibly challenging to calm the mind. For example, we may feel overwhelmed by stressful situations, and our perceptions or how we see things contribute to our reacting emotions. And as you know, these reacting emotions can happen so immediate that we begin to see that they're habitual, as in it's an automatic response. So we call that the automatic pilot. And when it occurs, we lose our inner peace. And it negatively affects our health. So the suggested antidote for this is a mindfulness practice. John Kabat-Zinn reminds us the overall tenor of mindfulness practice is gentle, to be appreciative, and to be nurturing. Another way to think of this is heartfulness. So mindfulness is heartfulness. By cultivating a kind interest in these aspects of our experience with openness and acceptance, we can develop skills to respond and not react to stressful situations, experiences, or even pain. So it begins with awareness. And when we gently explore our perceptions and how they shape our choices and our actions, we're actually shining the light of attention onto the shadow of stress. So please join me now in this pocket practice to bring our bodies back into balance. It's an informal way of practicing mindfulness to decrease stress and anxiety in your daily life. And it's called Stop. And it's not meant to have you scold yourself and say stop, or to give yourself a yell. It is instead a way to pause and become more mindful of your experience with kindness. So if you would now, whether you're sitting or standing, take a moment to feel your feet on the floor. And if it feels right for you, close your eyes. And so we say stop is an anagram, and S stands for the stop, stand, or sit. Feeling your feet on the floor. And taking 2 or 3 long, deep tummy breaths. And this activates your parasympathetic nervous system. So just breathing into the belly, feeling the feet. Maybe feeling into the weight of your body, the sense of gravity in your sits bones or on your feet. So we're engaging this rest and digest reflex response, which is the opposite of your sympathetic nervous system and stress reaction. So a very powerful practice just to stop, stand, and breathe. Breathing is a way of connecting with your body. And now we move to T. T equals taking a moment. Taking a moment to tune into the body. maybe becoming curious and aware of our direct physical experience. How is our body reacting? And as best we can, turn towards any pain, any tension or tightness, without resistance, without clinging or fighting or avoiding, and not getting caught up in any rumination. Letting go if onlys, letting go of the whys. Just taking a moment to tune in. What's here for me now? And O means the opportunity to change our reaction. And if it feels right, saying to ourselves, this really hurts. Can I be okay with this? And if there's pain or tension or tightness, what would it feel like to breathe into it? And letting it go on the exhale. So we're not trying to push it away. We're actually practicing softening. Softening our resistance. And maybe taking a moment to notice if there's something pleasant there. Is there something pleasant in your moment-to-moment awareness? Maybe even something you haven't noticed there before. And now the letter P. P in our practice of stop means possibility. So congratulations, you've come to the end. And by applying your awareness to whatever difficulty is there, you have found space to step out of automatic pilot. So what can you do now with the freedom that you've created to take care of yourself? So this pocket practice of stop is now complete. So opening the eyes, coming back into the Zoom room, maybe with listening to the sound of my voice as we move on. There are many times during the day when you may find yourself in automatic reaction. This reaction can take a moment to remind yourself to stop, to take a breath, to tune in, to reconnect with your experience and give yourself the space to be open to the possibilities of discovering a new response. Yeah. So by stepping out of automatic pilot, taking a pause and coming in to this practice, this pocket practice of stop, it can be done in seconds or it can be extended into minutes. But it's very effective. Have fun with it. Because practice is the way. Diane Musho Hamilton posits that practice is an act of vision and of faith. It is the way. It's a practice of desire, which means performing something repeatedly to accomplish the goal in the face of obstacles and disappointments. So the mindfulness practice is an antidote to our automatic emotional reactivity. Longchenpa teaches, as a beginner, it is important to secure your well-being, guarding your mind in solitude, abandoning distractions and busyness, avoiding unfavorable situations, and subduing mental afflictions with appropriate antidotes. When the mind rests open, blank, without apprehension of appearing objects, this is the moment of universal ground. Frequently in Buddhism, we refer to our difficulties or the chaos of our daily life as the 8 worldly winds. And these winds are praise and blame, success and failure, pleasure and pain, and fame and dispute. The winds are constantly changing and are inherent to the experience of life. And we need help to manage these winds, and equanimity or upekkha is the antidote. It is the cultivation of calmness and composure, especially in a difficult situation. In brief, it is based on the development of kindness, compassion, and joy that equanimity arises. So our practice is to develop the qualities in ourselves so that we may find peace amidst conflict and chaos. In this last meditation, called the breathing space, we intend to return to our bodies again. We turn towards our present moment experience and cultivate equanimity. We take our attention to the experiences of thought, emotions, and sensations, the feeling of them in the body, with an attitude of curiosity and openness, acceptance, kindness, and non-judging. There are 3 steps. So again, let's take a moment to drop into the present moment in our bodies. So closing the eyes again. Dropping into present moment, becoming aware of how things are in this moment by deliberately adopting a dignified posture, whether sitting or standing. Bringing awareness to our inner experience and acknowledging it. Perhaps asking again, what is here for me now? What is here in my experience? And by that I mean, what thoughts are going through my mind? As best we can, simply acknowledging the thoughts. Acknowledge them as mental events, not as precious thoughts. Recognizing them. Perhaps giving them a label, recognizing them into words, such as thinking, planning, remembering, maybe even dreaming. And letting thoughts come and go now like passing clouds across a deep blue sky. And coming to emotions as a part of our experience here. Maybe asking, what emotions are here for me? Giving them permission to be. Not reacting, not pushing away. As best we can, turning towards any sense of discomfort, whether it's unpleasant feelings. Like a 3-year-old child inside who just wants attention, maybe. As best we can, we recognize them, acknowledging them, giving them our love and our kindness. It's like saying, it's okay, I'm here for you. Giving yourself permission to have this human experience of thoughts, emotions. And what about body sensations? What body sensations are here right now? You might be tingling somewhere in the body. You might feel heat. You might even feel the weight of clothes against your skin, or the wind of a fan or air conditioning. So perhaps just giving your body a little scan to pick up any sensations, maybe tightness or bracing. You might notice that your shoulders have risen, or any other familiar patterns. And now we're moving to step 2, to our gathering. This is where we gather our attention to focus on the sensations of the breath itself. Maybe you feel sensations of the breath in your nostrils, that cool stream of air at the tip of your nose, or the triangle, your nose and lips. We're moving in close to the sense of breath in your tummy. And allowing yourself to feel the sensations of the tummy wall expanding as you breathe in, and falling back as you breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. And so we're practicing following the breath all the way in and all the way out. Or maybe you feel comfortable gathering your awareness onto your feet on the floor, or your sitting bones on the seat. If so, practicing using the breath or feet as an anchor into the present moment. A sense of I'm here, I belong, I accept my whole body. And now we expand into the whole body. Into the body as a whole, using our sensations of the breath or the feet on the floor. Using the floor as an anchor. So expanding the field of awareness now around your breathing, around your feet. Feeling the feet on the floor so that it includes a sense of the entire body and its posture. You might want to feel your feet and then your legs, your buttocks if you're sitting, coming into the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, the shoulders, the neck, the head, the facial expression. And if there are sensations of discomfort or tension or resistance, as best we can, we gently turn towards and breathe into them. Just breathing and holding the intention of softening. Softening, releasing, letting go on the out breath. So breathing in gentleness, breathing out peace. Now, as best we can, bring this expanded awareness into the next moments of the day. So today we've explored the possible causes and antidotes for our difficulties, and I hope that it's been helpful. In closing, you may want to bring your hands to prayer mudra or place your hand on your heart, or maybe not, or maybe just repeat these words to encourage equanimity. May I rest in not knowing. May I accept change. May I abide in peace in the midst of conflict and chaos. May I find ease in stillness. May I find myself near to all things. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I just want to say, may all sentient beings everywhere now or in the future realize the great value to be had in peaceful abiding. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for that very kind and very beneficial meditation session. I think we have some questions, so
Okay,
let's take them up.
sure.
The first question is, yes, it's very beneficial for students. How to stop
Mm.
worrying about our exams, studies, and future stuff when we, try to do things like try to be in present, but then these things always, hit us.
Yeah, yeah. So hi, Sam, and I wish you best with your studying. I wish you best with your exams. And worry is just one of those things, isn't it? That comes and visits frequently, and I find it very helpful to label it just as it is. This is a worry. So, what happens when we make worry more than it is, it becomes very personal to us. And once it's so personal, we lose our objectivity, and then it has a grasp on us. And who knows which is grasping more? Are we grasping to the worry, or is the worry grasping us? So we try then to let go. Yeah. So you can try to label it as worry. And there are all kinds of little things that you can do for yourself, like putting worry in a cloud and letting the cloud go by, and then coming back to present moment, whether it's finding your feet or just like the meditation said, find an anchor, something that anchors you. It may be even something saying something positive to yourself, like, I've got this. I'm well studied. I haven't put my study off. I've been diligent. I've got this. Be your own cheerleader. And by doing so, you are what? You're acknowledging worry as worry. You're being kind to yourself, and you're listening, and you're giving yourself what you need, which is lots of support, love, and kindness. I hope that helps, Sam.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's nice reply, I think, and nice response. Can we have a second question up, Brother Ray? Yes, the second question is asked by Harris, asking how to stop worrying about the well-being and safety of loved ones.
Hmm. Another good question, huh? Ah, I think that it's pretty normative, isn't it, to worry about the people that we love the most, and for their safety. Um, yeah, it's really wonderful if you have helpful. Let me say, if you have a belief system, a belief system that says maybe we all have our own karma, and there are that each of us is responsible for that. and ultimately for ourselves. And the best you can do is to send them best wishes. And to also know that if it's in Buddhist speak, that the Buddhas in all directions are there if we're there to listen and to to work on ourselves. Yeah. So
Thank
you
you.
can't take worry away. You can't take worry away. It's how we deal with our worry that makes it different. So we find our antidotes, find our way to come back to an equanimous state. Yeah. You do your best you can with your good wishes. You do the best you can with your faith and your belief system.
That's true. That's right.
Mm.
The third question is, well, is there a best time to practice, like do meditation in a day?
Well, is there a best time? I mean, some yogis would say the hours of ambrosia are the best. Because that those hours between 4:30 and 6:30, well, it's quiet time. It's before the I want to say that I want to say the aura of the globe, starts to wake up. So quiet time. You find your own quiet time. We don't like to be so um, regimented with our practice. It's hard enough. We're diligent and we try hard, and sometimes that in itself can become really mundane. So be kind to yourself and say, what moments are best for me in my schedule?
Yeah, that could be a nice thing to manage that. Yes,
Mm. Mm.
yes. Um, okay, again, we have one more question,
Mhm.
which is asking, can our inner peace bring peace to the world? And if so, then how?
How? Yeah, wonderful question. So, because of our interconnectedness, you know, um, we make changes. So, in other words, you might say, I live in Malaysia. So you can say, I am Malaysia. In a sense, there's an aspect of you that is Malaysia, or I am Thailand. So when I do something, I am actually affecting everything, everything in my inner environment, and then consequently my external environment. So this interconnectedness links us to all. So one little baby step that we take makes a difference. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter how small. Peace in every step, as Thich Nhat Hanh would say. Peace in every step.
and also just I would like to ask, does it like nirvana and peace, have a sort of a mutual connection?
To nirvana,
Yes, from Buddhist perspective, if you see the state of nirvana.
well, is your goal nirvana? Oh, yes, I would say that for me, nirvana is a lofty goal. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yes, I don't know that is a distinct possibility for me this lifetime. So I just work away um, as humbly as I can with my own and on my own inner peace. You know, and I would say that when we are at peace, Just think for a moment. Think to a moment when you were most peaceful. Just think about that for a second. Or you might be able to summon up peace right now. So, however that works for you. Now, notice in that state of calm and inner peace, there is a lack of judgment. There is a lack of busyness. Distractions may come and go. But when you keep coming back to peace, notice there's no resistance. What the Buddha showed us is where there's no resistance, there is no pain. There is only inclusion, because resistance is exclusion. When we include everything, when we include all that is, surely that's nirvana.
Thank you. Yes,
Hmm.
inner peace is like, okay. We have one more question from Roy. Roy is asking, how do we know for sure that we have attained inner peace? Is this inner peace connected to the nirvana, okay, that we are looking for?
So hopefully I answered that last part, did I?
Yes, yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay. So how do we know for sure that we've attained inner peace? I would say that, those 8 winds that I mentioned earlier, when we are not blown by those 8 winds, when we can within ourselves feel that we're okay with change, that we can maintain a state of equanimity, then I think you can call that inner peace.
Yeah, I hope Brother Roy has got his answer.
I hope
And
so. I hope,
yes,
Brother Roy. If not, maybe he'll ask another one.
yeah. Okay, so maybe if there are some more questions, so Brother Ray could help us to bring them up on the screen. So now we have few announcement. So Brother Ray, could you please display the event? Yes. So let me announce few one event for audience that which are going to have on 9th June. This is the first part of Noble Tara series entitled Sisters of Dharma, Three Traditions, One Message. And this time our moderator will be Sister Smita Lahiri and contributors are Venerable Tenzin Dasil, Bhikkhuni Vandana and Sister Tripti Lochan. So please do join us and tune into the Satwa project. Yes, and I hope this was a nice and very um, kind and sort of a meaningful meditation session we had tonight. And I must say that you have a very like how to say very melodious voice when you speak. Really,
Thank
yes.
you, Shanika.
And really, I would like to thank you for being here and guiding us through the meditation. Thank you for your precious time, though.
My great pleasure.
Yes. So now I would like to invite you to recite the four great vows, and then we will conclude this session. So please.
Okay. So, sentient beings are numberless. We vow to save them all. And delusions are endless. We vow to cut through them all. And the teachings are infinite. We vow to learn from them all. And the Buddha way is inconceivable, and we vow to attain it. May all beings be well, happy, and safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to our audience, and thank you to Patricia Snider for such a kind and a very meaningful session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye bye.